Starting with some news coming in from the Northern Resistance Front, the reaction on the new Taliban government, Ahmad Massoud and Saleh-led NRF has responded to the new Taliban government. In the statement released by the alliance, they have dismissed the Taliban government as illegitimate and a threat to stability and security in Afghanistan. The Resistance Front has also said that they will soon make a decision on the future government after consultations with Afghan political leaders. Let me bring in Crispino, who's joining us from the Afghan desk in Mumbai. The Northern Resistance Front, Crispino, also calling on UN, European Union, SCO and SARC, several other nations as well, to hold off recognition or any diplomatic ties with the Taliban. They've called it an illegal government. What more can you tell us?
Absolutely. The Northern Resistance Front has put out a statement, and let me take our viewers through that statement of the Northern Resistance Front of Afghanistan. Now, the statement goes on to read here that this is the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan statement on the announcement of a caretaker cabinet by the Taliban group in Kabul. Now, if you look at the statement put out here, it says that NRF considers the announcement of Taliban's caretaker cabinet illegal and a clear sign of the group's enmity with the Afghan people. We call on Afghan citizens to continue their resistance against the occupation by the Taliban and its terrorist allies. Our independent and freedom-loving people, same as they resisted all past forms of totalitarianism, extremism, xenophobia and regimes born from them, will continue to resist today until the country is freed from the Taliban and their terrorist allies. Their illegitimate regime in Kabul is a threat to stability and security of Afghanistan, the region and the world. NRF believes that the establishment of a democratic, legal and legitimate government can only be achieved through the will and vote of the people in a general election that is also acceptable to the international community. Imposing an occupier's regime on the people of Afghanistan is against our human dignity and international law. Now, this is a statement being put out by the NRF. In fact, they're appealing to the world to pay heed to the people's plea. They also go on to say that we call on the United Nations, the European Union, the SCO and South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, the Organization for Economic Cooperation, the Heart of Asia Process, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and other countries in the region and the world to hold off recognition of and refrain from diplomatic ties with Taliban until such a time when conditions based on the will of the people of Afghanistan is realized. Now, the NRF has asked the international community to declare its support for the people of Afghanistan in their struggle to rid the country of occupation and terrorism. And they go on to say here, Christine, that they will soon make a decision on the future government after consultations with Afghanistan's important political figures and policy experts. So this is a statement being put out here by the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan. A reaction coming here after Taliban announced their cabinet.
Yes, the Taliban have come out with that announcement. The government will be led by Mohammad Hassan Akund. We're picking up several reactions, latest coming in from the Northern Resistance Forces. Thank you, Crispino, for taking us through that detailed statement.